Hey, what's up, folks? This is Keith. You're watching Barbour's Auto Help. Today, I'm going to be reviewing this Ancel BA101 battery tester. You can find this thing on Amazon and also Ancel.com and probably some other websites as well. It's priced pretty reasonably. I believe this one is about 50 to 60 bucks, give or take a few dollars there. But at this time, it's very reasonably priced for what it does. All right, let's go ahead and crank this thing up. Go ahead and hook up our alligator clips here. There we go. As soon as we get it booted up there, you can see you got a few options you can go with. You can do a battery quick test, test the battery in vehicle, out of vehicle, waveform, review data, and print data. And the list actually goes on if you scroll down here. And then you can do a system setup there. I believe that's where you can change the language and whatnot. Let's just go in there real quick just to see. Yeah, language, contrast, tool information. So we're not going to mess with that. We're going to keep it with English, as that's the only language I can understand. And let's go to battery in vehicle test. This is the one that I typically use at work, either using this machine or the machine that they provide for us at work there. Let's go ahead and hit enter. And let's do a battery test. Now, it's going to tell you to do a few things at first. It's going to say check surface charge and turn on lights. Take headlights on about 10 seconds, turns light off, and turn lights off. So we've already done that, and what that's doing is it's just making sure there's no surface charge in the battery. A lot of times when you just shut the vehicle off, the alternator's been charging, you can get a little bit of a false charge there. So this one is a regular flooded. A lot of your batteries are regular flooded. It's the ones that have the sulfuric acid that's poured into the different chambers inside your battery there. You've also got AGM flat plate, AGM spiral, gel, EFE. They're all out there. So you just gotta look at your labels on your battery to make sure you're testing in the correct mode there. So this is regular flooded. And we're gonna go with cold cranking amps. You can scroll down and do something different. These are different standards here. I believe that's the Japanese industrial standard. I'm not really sure. Don't really use that one very much. Then you got EN, IEC, GB, SAE. I like to use cold cranking amps. So let's go in there. All right, now this battery here, and you can find a lot of this information right on the top side of your battery. My battery is a 590 cold cranking amp battery. So we're going to scroll down. You can hold the button in and it goes down pretty quickly there. Went too far. And then we're going to hit enter. All right, so we got 94% health. We got a measurement of 572 cold cranking amps. Charge is 98%. The voltage in the battery is 12.68 volts. And of course, the battery is rated at 590. So this is a good battery. This battery actually passes. And realistically, I wasn't expecting to see anything other than a good battery because I just replaced this back in March. You can see that the sticker on the top side of my battery says February 24. It sat on the shelf for a little bit and I finally got it in the truck back in March there. So it's to be expected. Now backing up in the menu here, let's go back into battery in vehicle test. You can see that there's three different options. You could do a battery test, which we've already done. We can do a cranking test and a charging test. Let's go down to the cranking test. All right, it'll say start engine. All right, and the cranking time was 490 milliseconds. Cranking is normal. And my voltage during cranking was 10.36 volts, which is good. Now, while we're here, let's back out of this, go back into our battery test, and let's go into charging test. All right, now it's doing a ripple test here. We don't have any abnormal spikes or anything, and it's doing a loaded test. Now it wants us to increase the RPM to 2,500 to 300 or 3,000 RPM for a minimum of 5 seconds, and press enter to continue. That's showing normal. So loaded is 14.4, unloaded is 14.41, ripples 7 millivolts, and it looks like we're normal there. So we passed the charging test. Just back out of that. All right, so going back into the main menu here, we were operating in number 2 there. You also have the battery quick test, and you go inside there and it will ask you for what the amp hour rating of the battery is. Now on a lot of batteries, you won't actually have that information written on the battery anywhere. Depends on what style battery you have or what brand you have. But I'm not sure what the amp hour rating is on this one, but that information would have to be inputted in order for this to operate correctly. I'm just going to hit enter on 40 and see what we got here. That's going to show a false result, but anyway, it goes in and it basically gives you the same information that you got before, and we're still measuring right at the same cold cranking amps as before, but this is 100 and that's 100. I didn't get rid of the surface charge on it. You can see that surface charge right there. Brought my voltage from 12.6 to 12.9. That's actually a surface charge. That's above 100% right there, actually. So that's why they had you turn on the headlights earlier. Let's back out of there. You can also do a battery test with the battery out of the vehicle. That's with the negative cable disconnected, or the battery is actually physically out of the vehicle. If the negative cable is disconnected, then you could do this test. And you go in there and you just put in your particular information for your battery there. You go regular flooded, AGM, spiral, all that. That's basically the same as the battery test we did on number 2 earlier. You can also do waveform, and this is basically like a voltmeter, but if you have any voltage spikes or anything, you would probably be able to see that on your little oscilloscope right there, if you will. Unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to actually test a vehicle that has a bad diode in the alternator. That would show up on a waveform potentially, or on the ripple test. Man, maybe one day I can actually put a video out showing that, but it's looking for abnormal spikes and dips in the voltage there, and the vehicle's not running. It's just straight battery voltage there at 12.86 volts. And back out of that, and you can review your data, you can print your data, and of course you got your system set up there. So what do I like about this thing? Well, it's the ease of use. It's very compact. You can see I can fit it in the palm of my hand there, so it's not going to take up a whole bunch of room in my toolbox. That's a plus for me. Also, it's more convenient to grab this thing instead of the main shop battery analyzer, which I have to go see if anybody else is using it, if it's available, and also got to find out where it is. This will be in my toolbox, ready to go at all times, and this will at least put me in the ballpark. And if I need to pull out the big tester to get a good printout for the customer, then I can do that as well. But you can also do printouts with this too. I'm assuming, I haven't used this particular feature yet, but it's got a USB cable that comes with the machine, and you can hook that up to your PC or laptop and potentially print out your results on your laptop. So you got to do some jumping around to get the same thing, but you can still do it with this. Overall, I think the build quality is pretty good. This is not like super cheap thin plastic. I did notice that the screen lights up pretty brightly at nighttime. I played around with it the other night, and you can actually see the light emitting from around the screen here from this plastic area. But realistically, I don't really give a flip about that. The cables seem pretty sturdy. The alligator clips are really nice. The build quality on these feels really good. So I think it's an all right machine. You guys, if you're interested in purchasing this machine for yourself, just check out the description of this video. I'll post a link down there to this particular product, and I think you'll be happy with it. It's good to have around the house, especially if you're a DIY mechanic or you're working on lawnmowers, and this does do lawnmowers, motorcycles, whatever you're working on there. It's pretty versatile. this would be a great little tool for you to give you an idea of what's going on with your batteries. Well, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Just a small review on the Ancel BA101. I'd like to thank Chris Chen from Ancel for providing me with this. Pretty cool to get a free tool. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And also, whenever an affiliate link becomes available, I'm going to have a regular link down in the description on YouTube to this product. It's not going to be an affiliate link initially, but once I get an affiliate link, I'll then switch that over to an affiliate link, and you perhaps could get a little discount on this particular tool here if you choose to buy this using the affiliate link. Now, if you're an Amazon user, of course, click on the appropriate affiliate link and you'll get a little bit of a discount with my affiliate link there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.